I'm Sadie, an assistant professor of AI and decision making at the State University of New York. Welcome to the first episode of this two-part series where we explore what AI agents are and how they differ from large language models or LLMs such as ChatGPT. In part 2, we'll take a more hands-on approach, building an AI agent on a no-code platform. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of major differences between AI agents and LLMs, and you'll see why AI agents are such powerful tools for automation. Before we dive in, why should we learn about AI agents? There are multiple reasons. With a little bit of Google search, you'll see some very surprising numbers. According to Google Trend data, searches for terms related to AI agents have increased by over 900% since 2022. Also, a 2024 McKinsey report suggests that AI agents could automate up to 30% of the work currently done by knowledge workers. And these are why. Let's dive in. First, let's learn what a large language model or LLM actually is. LLMs like ChatGPT are sophisticated prediction models. They can predict the next word in a sequence based on a pattern they learn from their training data. So LLMs are machine learning models which were trained on a huge amount of data found on the internet. And they found patterns of our language, how we speak, how we communicate with each other, how we feel sadness or happiness. Based on those patterns, whenever you ask a question, they generate a response for you. Whenever you interact with an LLM, it responds to your query in a linear fashion. But what does that mean? It means that this model takes your question, processes it, and provides a response. That's it. These models are quite impressive. However, they have some limitations. They can't make decisions and take actions based on those decisions. The only thing they can do is generating text based on their training data. On the other hand, we have AI agents, which are an evolution beyond basic LLM system. An AI agent has goal-oriented functionality. They can use tools, make decisions, act based on those decisions, and complete the task independently. While LLMs are the foundation for AI agents have capabilities that make them different from LLMs. And those are tool usage, memory, decision-making capability, and self-evaluation. So an AI agent can use tools to connect to external systems to complete a task. For example, they can use Google Calendar, API, or databases to complete a task. They also have memory to maintain context across interactions. Additionally, they have decision-making capabilities. There are situations that they should choose between multiple options. So this feature enables them to make a decision. And finally, they have self-evaluation. They adjust for responses based on the output and the feedback they receive from the system. In total, the key difference is agency, which means the ability to take independent action toward completing a goal. Now let's talk about workflows. And to understand this better, let's compare agentic and non-agentic workflows. A non-agentic workflow is simple and linear. You ask a question, you receive a single response. For example, you will ask Claude to translate the document, you receive a translation. However, an agentic workflow is completely different. It is dynamic and complex. So the agent observes its environment, uses tools, makes decisions, takes actions, and makes adjustments in its approaches whenever it's needed. For example, a calendar assistant that schedules meeting by checking your availability and sending out invites, or a research agent that evaluates different resources, read them, summarize them, and gives you a report. AI agents come in various forms and each is suitable for a specific task. A simple reflex agent perceives, match rules, and act. For example, the thermostat in your house can be an AI agent that works based on this design. Model-based agents maintain an internal representation of their environment. For example, a robot vacuum creating a map of the room's layout works based on a model-based agent. A goal-based agents define a goal, evaluate the current system, plan, and execute. Navigation systems that try to find the best route to destinations are one of these models. Next, we have utility-based agents that evaluate options based on utility function. These models evaluate trade-offs between competing options and obviously try to find the optimal answer for it. And eventually, we have learning agents that take action, observe results, evaluate, and adjust approaches. These agents try to improve performance through experience. For example, Netflix recommends you a movie based on whatever it has learned from your watching habit or the type of movies you like is a good example of this system. Keep in mind that most modern AI agents are a combination of these types, particularly goal-based and learning-based models. Now that we have a good understanding of AI agents and how they're different from LLMs, let's talk about some of the business applications of these models. For example, in customer support, they can handle customer inquiries, they can escalate complex tasks to humans, and they also can follow up with customers after resolution. Additionally, in sales and marketing, they can qualify leads and schedule demos. They can personalize outreach messages and also analyze customer data for insights. There are also some other applications for AI agents in content creation or document processing and many more. For example, in content creation, they can draft blog posts, create personalized content, they can maintain consistent brand voice across channels. As long as these processes are multi-step, require decision-making and interaction with different tools and other systems, they can easily be taken care of with an AI agent. As AI technology is improving, we have seen huge advancement in AI agents. Now AI agents have more autonomy, they're better at reasoning, they can use more tools, and also the idea of multi-agents has become popular. So multiple AI agents now can work together to work on a more complex task and achieve a bigger goal. To summarize what we've covered, LLMs are prediction engines that generate text based on the patterns they find in their training data. AI agents are built on LLMs, but they have more capabilities. Those capabilities are tool use, memory, decision-making capabilities, and also being goal-oriented and self-evaluation. We also talked about agentic workflow, which is breaking down tasks into subtasks, making decisions, taking actions, and adjusting the approaches based on the output. In the part 2 of this series, we're gonna build an AI agent from scratch on a no-code platform called N8N. We'll learn how to effectively write prompts, connect to tools, implement memory, and test our agents with real-world scenarios. I hope this conceptual overview gave you a clear understanding of what AI agents are and how they are different from LLM. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know in the comment what type of AI agent you would like to build, and I'll do my best to help you out.